Welcome to the Sales Influence Podcast, where we talk about finding the why in how people buy. I'm your host, Victor Antonio. Thank you for joining me again. Appreciate you lending me your ear. Man, that sounds like a Shakespeare player. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. For today, we are going to talk about the why question. Yes, I came up with the magic why question. Now, in order to share this magical why question, I got to set this up. Now, years ago, I had to do a presentation for Toyota. And so as part of my homework, I read a book called The Toyota Way. And it gave me some insight into their methodology on the manufacturing side as to how they've become this efficiency, just-in-time, lean, management system powerhouse. And one of the things I found in the book is that they talk about the 5 whys. So if there is a problem on the line, let's say the assembly line, they'll stop and say, well, why is that happening? And whatever answer they get, they go, well, why is that? And they keep asking why, and typically by the 5th why, they get to the root of the real problem. And I've always remembered that model, and just keep that as a placeholder in your head. Ask 5 whys to get to the real reason that something is going on. So, having said that, let me take you back to last week. Last week, I was with Barbara Corcoran. Yes, Miss Shark Tank herself. Super nice lady. Super nice lady. I was emceeing an event where she was speaking at. And I remember before we got going that day, I ran into this young lady. And I asked her, I said, why are you here? Just general conversation. Why are you here? And she says, I'm here to see Barbara. To which I said, again, having the 5 whys in my head, I go, well, why? And she says, well, she's a very smart business lady. I said, I agree, but it still doesn't answer the question, why are you here? She's smart, but why are you here? And she said, well, I aspire to be like her, Victor. I said, yeah, but why? And at that point, she looked at me and she goes, I know what answer you're looking for, Victor. And she goes, well, why am I here then? I'm here for money. I want to learn how to make money. And she thought she had that final answer, right? She had that look of satisfaction like, I'm here, Victor. Is that the answer you're looking for? I said, I get that you aspire to be like her. You want to make money. But the question is why? And I said, I really mean that. I'm not trying to harass you, I told her. I said, I just want to understand what drives you. What's the why? And then she almost got quiet, kind of, bowed her head just a little bit, gave it some thought, and she said, look, I just want to make money to be able to help my family. And I said, oh, there it is. That's why you're here. Now, I didn't say that, but in my head, I go, okay, that's the real why. Your real why is, I just want to be able to help my family, Victor. If I can make money, I can be able to help my family. And the reason, I'm sharing this with you is that I want to take this 5 why concept and I want to tie it to Simon Sinek's. If you haven't read the book, Start With Why, please read it. I want to tie that to Simon Sinek's Start With Why book. But in his book, he talks about, in a nutshell, and I do not do it justice on his podcast, so please go get the book. He talks about, a lot of people talk about what they do, how they do it, but when you ask them why they do it, they can't answer that question. And he also made he implied that companies that are successful understand this paradigm. They don't talk about what they do. They don't talk about how they do it. They first start with why they do it. They start with why. Now, in this conversation with the lady, when she says, my why is I just want to help my family out financially, right? I assume that's what she meant. See, that's her why. And once you understand your why, then it's a matter of figuring out the what and the how. Once you understand your why, I really want you to listen to this, you then just simply have to figure out the what and the how. The what and the how to do it, what do I need to do? Now that I know why I want to do something, what do I need to do and how can I do it? And so, the magic question to find your why is the following. I just want to be able to fill in the blank. If I were to approach you and ask you, what's your why? how would you finish that statement? Victor, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I just want to be able to. I just want to be able to fill in the blank. For example, if you own a business, your why may be, Victor, I want to make money because I just want to be able to grow my business. I just want to be able to expand my market share. I just want to be able to invest in my sales team. I just want to be able to invest in training to be better. Now let's look at your personal lives. I just want to be able to make more money. To why? To help my family out. I just want to be able to send my kids to the school they want to go to, a private school or public school, and have that choice. I just want to be able to do X. I just want to be able, how would you complete that statement? I just want to be able to. And that's my challenge to you. Because again, when you figure out your why, you then simply have to figure out the what and the how. So that's your homework. What is the answer to your why question? I just want to be able to fill in the blank. And as you go through this exercise, again, we all want to make money. We all want to be successful. But what's your why? Why do you do what you do? And I think when you face tough times, knowing what your why is, knowing what that drive shaft is, what's keeping you going, what's powering you through, is understanding why you do what you're going to do. So again, figure out just why. Just want to do blank. I just want to be able to blank. Fill in that blank. Again, it's a very tough challenge, but I know that you can do it. And that is it for this Sales Influence podcast. I realize that has nothing to do with sales, but has everything to do with passion and purpose. So hopefully that will drive your sales. So that is it for the Sales Influence podcast. Don't forget to leave me some feedback on iTunes, Stitcher, or YouTube. Let me know what you think. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, check out my online sales training platform, the Sales Velocity Academy. We're up to 40 courses, over 400 videos. You get access to my 13 books. So if you're serious about increasing your sales velocity, go to salesvelocityacademy.com. That's salesvelocityacademy.com. Lastly, I want to thank you for listening. This is Victor Antonio, always reminding you, selling ain't hard when you know how. Take care. Hi, I'm Victor Antonio. I'm an author, sales trainer, and keynote speaker. I'm often asked, what makes a great speaker? Is it someone who delivers real content that the audience can use? Is it someone who engages the audience so they're part of the learning experience? Or is it someone who can motivate an audience to push them beyond their comfort zone and discover new abilities? The answer is yes. But the most important thing to remember is that I'm not there to look good. I'm there to make my client look good. Simply put, it's never about me, and it's always about them.